Good morning. Thank you very much for joining me for another Q News video interview. My name is Michael James, and as always, I'm here to bring you some interesting guests from Australia and around the world. And I'm so excited about today's guest. They have been named one of the top 7 most influential or powerful drag queens in the US. They are incredibly well known for their appearance on season 5 and All Stars 2, where they took out the crown. They are the one and only, the incomparable Alaska Thunderfuck. Good morning, Alaska.
Hi, top 7 most
Top,
influential.
yeah, top 7. I was doing my
Honey,
research.
honey, I made the top 7. I'm so proud.
Well, it's undeniable that you have left your mark on the drag world. I mean, not only when you rocked up on season 5, but when you took out the crown on All Stars 2, every single person was watching, and you were very, I suppose, prepared for that. Like, you had spent a lot of your time first trying to get on the show, and then preparing yourself once you were there. What was that process like, I suppose, preparing for season 5 and then for your return, for your revenge?
Well, I mean, it was very different because season 5, I mean, I went in knowing I wasn't going to win pretty much because Sharon had just won. And I was like, I know this show, and there's no realm of reality where they're going to crown a winner from the same city, let alone who's dating the winner from last. Like it wasn't going to happen. So I went in and just had a good time and enjoyed the process. Because I knew I wasn't going to win. Whereas with All Stars 2, I was like, everyone thinks I'm going to win. So the expectation and the pressure was really high, and so it was miserable.
We could
But I
definitely see
won.
that the pressure was there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to preparation, I suppose what I love about what you have done in terms of preparing for afterwards, is that you have managed to make this machine out of Alaska Thunderfuck. And that is, you have come out of that show and you weren't just coming out as a drag queen, you have come out as an all-round performer, a tourer, a singer. Was there a lot of planning about that, particularly at the end of All Stars? Is right, I know as soon as this is finished, this is what I need to have ready to go, and this is where I'm going to take things? Or did some of those things just fall out organically afterwards?
I really don't. I mean, I know that there is like some planning like that should go into things, but I really am not. I don't really enjoy planning, and I'm not really good at it. So I like to just do stuff that interests me, and whenever it happens, like great. So like I don't know, I got to write a book. Like that's what I love about drag is you can kind of do a little bit of everything. Like I wrote a book, and I'm doing music, and I get to do it live on stage, and I like that about drag.
Absolutely, and I love that encompassing thing that you did with Pound Cake. How she became the doll, she became the physical iteration in All Stars, and then she became the album as well. Was that, how did that manifest from just this one challenge to this whole album?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of it just comes from like what people like. Like it's like a lot of people were tweeting and talking about Little Pound Cake, and so I was like, okay, maybe I'll do something with that. Maybe I'll make an actual doll out of it. And so I did, and we still have it. I think there's a warehouse full of them somewhere. We still have them. You can go to alaskathunderfuck.com and you can get one yourself. But yeah, I don't know. It comes from other people, like saying like what resonates with people and what they like.
Fantastic. And the album was very good. It's funny. My husband has very, very limited amount of music that he plays on his phone. You can get in the car and there's one of only 3 albums that play: Cher, Kylie, and Pound Cake.
Boom. Thank you.
He absolutely loves it. So it's very, very good. And you've had a great success with your music. There's a lot of the Rue Girls release their token singles after they come off the show, but you have done album after album. And really, it's you and Adora are up there as the two big music releases. And you're going for now, did I count right? You're going for your fourth album with Red for Filth?
Yeah, it's my fourth solo album. So yeah, Red for Phil.
Which is another another reference to your time on the show, which I love how you managed to tie these things in. That was from your commercial that you did on the program, and the lead single is Red. So tell me about Red.
Well, yeah, I mean, so season 5 of Drag Race happened like 10 years ago. So now it's vintage. Now it's vintage, it's throwback. So yeah, like, and I love referencing stuff from Drag Race or stuff that I've done in the past. So Red for Filth was like a no-brainer for like the fourth album. It's like, yes, we're doing that. But like then you start to think about red and the color red, and it's like, and my mind starts to like look around and see what is red, like and it makes shopping really easy because I just go into a store and I only look at red stuff because this is the red era right now, and so it's all about red. And red is the color of like passion and love, and so like there's songs about relationships and friendships and love, which is cool, and it's good music.
Yeah, no, I was reading about the album. I was listening to Red as well, which I like, and I was reading the album Red for Filth. Now, I'm getting the sense that this album is going to be more musical, more song than comedy, because there's a lot of humor, which I love in your previous albums. But this one seems to be it's much more musical focused. Is that right?
I know, it's music. Can you believe it? uh, it is. Vocally, it's really, really fun, and it's been really, really challenging. And like, I've been taking like voice lessons and like trying to get my voice in shape, and like learning how to do that. And it's been really cool and challenging. And yeah, no, it's music. It's good music, and it's all really based in the 90s and early 2000s. So it's kind of like time traveling too.
Oh, nice. But that's when we got some of our best music. I mean, who doesn't love 90s and 2000s era? Britney, Christina Aguilera.
Totally.
Beautiful. Well, that is now we got the new single Red is out. How much longer have we got to wait for Red for Filth? Can we get that yet?
Not yet, but we are slowly releasing more songs as we go. So like we just released 2 songs, like an A side and a B side. Beautiful Night for a Breakdown and Without Your Love just came out a few days ago. And we're gonna be like trickling them out slowly until we get like the whole thing.
Drip feeding us to get us hooked.
Hell yes.
Well, speaking of getting us hooked on things that Alaska Thunderfuck is doing, not only do we have the single and the album, you just decided to go and write yourself a book.
Sure, had to.
Why not? Why not? Well, everybody wants to know what the tea is. Everybody wants to know what happened and where you've come from and what you've done. So you have upcoming now. It's coming out sooner in the US, but we've got to wait a little bit longer till I believe early next year. But your title book is My Name Is Yours. What's Alaska? Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, doing a book was always part of the plan. It was like I always wanted to do a book and a movie and a made-for-TV movie. And so the opportunity to do the book came about, and I was like, okay, what kind of book do I want it to be? And so I'm telling my story from the beginning up until this point. And it was like a really long therapy session for me, and going back into like really difficult times and and going back over them and over them again, which was really hard, but really cathartic. And I hope people can like learn something from where I've been.
Absolutely. Well, I've got my advanced copy, which I've been having a read through. It really does. It takes us right back from where it all began, from when you were a little baby drag queen, and some of your first competitions, and obviously brings us right forward to where we are now. What do you think is the most revealing part of the book, where people might go, "Oh, wow, I didn't know that."
I mean, my favorite part of the book is like early drag life, whether it's like the Blue Moon in Pittsburgh or like even before that when I was like figuring out how to do drag in Los Angeles and like completely feeling like an alien, surrounded by the most gorgeous, the most dancingest, lip syncingest, fiercest drag queens ever, and feeling like a wacko. That's my favorite like part of the book, and I don't know. I think it'll be fun to like learn about, read about.
Yeah, I was just reading through one of the chapters before, where you had one of you turned up for one of the pageants for the first time, and everybody was looking like all of that, and you were looking a little bit less than that.
Raggedy. Yeah.
Ratchet drag. Well, it certainly looks like a very, very good read, and I love that it's filled with so much color as well. I think you get a lot of these biographical reads, and it's a book, but you've got all these photos that are interspersed through it, which I really think helps tell your story a little bit more as well, because drag is so visual, and you are so visual, so it's a really nice blend for the book to have that mixture of story and photos to help tell that story of your journey there.
Totally. There's a lot of great photos by Caldwell Linker, who was following us and was who was there for all of it, like in Pittsburgh. So like I'm so glad that their photos are in here because they really are like special and really capture the essence of that time.
Yeah, I definitely think they really help make the book. So people will be able to get it in Australia for sure early next year. Who knows? There may be ability to swipe it on a Kindle or something before then. We'll see.
Uh,
And that book is My Name Is Yours, What's Alaska? Now, we've got a single, we've got a book. You've also, I spotted you and a couple of other very well-known queens popped up in a very colorful commercial recently. What is it you all managed to sell this time?
Vodka.
Vodka, the vodka. Yes.
Yeah, can you believe? Drag queens and liquor. I don't know why it's taken so long to make this happen. I'm really glad it's happening.
I know, who would have thought? No,
No.
it's the vodka is serve vodka.
Yeah.
No, I like what I like when I saw this campaign was the statement that like whenever we see like in Pride Month, all the companies come out, they're like, let's make a special, June Pride edition of the vodka or June Pride edition of this, and then in July it just goes back to what it was. But this is about like an all year round celebration of queer people, not just in June.
For sure. And yeah, it's drag queens know a little bit of something about vodka. So you're really getting it from the experts. And I have to tell you, my flavor, we all got to like choose our flavor. And I was like, when I drink vodka, I don't go for flavored vodka. I go for vodka flavored vodka. So I was like, I need to try it without a flavor. And I tried it. It's very smooth. It's really delicious. And it's a good product and it's pretty.
Very pretty, and I love that they picked. It was 5 of you, you, Trixie, Trinity, Monet, and Manila. So you've got 5 of you, and you each have a different color that kind of brings that rainbow together, and you're all representing the serve vodka there.
Yeah, there's 6 of us. Sharon
Oh,
too.
6. Oh, of all the people, we got Sharon. Good, excellent. Well, I didn't go to school for math. So 6 of you, including Sharon, all doing a different color and a different flavor.
Yeah.
Did you all get together to film that commercial together, or has that all just been done separately?
It was like some of us overlapped and some of us interacted with each other. Some of us were on different days because, you know, wrangling a bunch of drag queens into one place is a magical feat. But I was there with I was with Manila that day, and it was really fun.
Fantastic. And that is a combination we would like to see on a future version of All Stars, All Returnee Winners, something, whatever combination they can do it. Get you two on there together.
Yeah, what would our team name be? Manlaska,
Malaska?
Malaska, Manalaska. Yeah, yeah. Or
Malaska Thunderluck.
Alaskala.
Now, circling back to Drag Race again, I want to know, we've been so lucky down here. We waited and we waited so patiently, and we got our first season of Drag Race Down Under recently, which had mixed reviews around the world. I personally loved it. I wanted to get your hot take on Drag Race Down Under.
I thought it was really fun. I thought it was really fun to watch. I mean, I've spent so much time in Australia, and it's like it's about as time there's a drag race down under. So Queens Down Under, down under. That comes on my Spotify constantly, and I love it's such a good song. Yeah, I mean, you know what? It was season one. God bless the girls for doing it. The girls are great, and the drag is sickening. And congratulations to Kita, who had such a journey of like growth and like development on the season, and like that was really fun to watch.
She was fantastic. I love them. I loved all our Australianisms. Like, my favorite thing was that, like, the opening line from Art Simone was, "We're not here to fuck spiders." I just iconic. Did you have a hot favorite from the show? Your favorite contestant?
The queen who did the Wiglet, Anita Wiglet.
Yes.
She was gone too soon. She better come back for All Stars. She was gone too soon. I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of her.
She definitely was gone too soon. And that Snatch game really, really was exceptional. And I got to interview her as well. And she was just the light in the room, like that energy and that smile you just can't knock off her face. That even just comes through the camera. She was just amazing.
Bring her back.
Yes. Now, we are in the throes of doing auditions for season 2. Do you have any advice for any of the girls that may be applying for the show?
Well, my advice is apply for the show.
5 times.
Right. I mean, do it. And also just like be yourself. I know it sounds like a cliche, but like don't try and like curate what you think the Rue girl they're looking for is. Like show the ugly, weird, dumb parts of yourself, because those are the things that make you special and make you different from other people. So, and that's ultimately what they're looking for, is something they haven't seen before.
Absolutely. And as Art Simone said when I was talking to her too, she said it's okay to be a little bit shit too.
Yes, of course. Be as shit as possible.
Well, she said they need shit drag queens on the show, because it can't make a good show if everybody there is the absolute best of the bunch. So if you think you're a little bit shit, just go give it a go.
That is solid advice. I love that. That's true.
It's the best advice I've heard. Well, Alaska, it has been an absolute pleasure having a chat to you, but I believe you've got to get yourself off and away to some more interviews shortly. So thank you very, very much for joining us today. We will be looking out for the rest of your album, Red for Filth. We will be buying the book, My Name Is Yours, What's Alaska? And if we can get it here, we'll be buying some of your Serve vodka. Or when we come over to follow you into the US if we are ever allowed out of the country. We might even be able to come and watch you tour, because you've got a tour that is going to be kicking off very shortly as well.
Yeah, we're doing a North American tour of like, I don't know, a whole bunch of cities. It's gonna be really cool.
Well, we wish that we could be there for it. But for any of our viewers that happen to be watching from the US, they can go and find you and be a race chaser and follow you around the country.
I live.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much. And thank you, everybody out there, for watching today. Obviously, make sure to go and follow Alaska on all of the socials to see that everything that she is doing. Grab the music, buy the book. We will chat to you next time. Be sure to be sure to touch the buttons down the bottom here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned for our next videos. My name is Michael James for Q News. Thank you very much. And thank you, Alaska.
Bye.